What up, party people? If you're new here, I'm Azari.
And I'm Space.
Space what?
The witch.
Ah, this is Witches
I was laughing. You caught me off guard.
We're the otaku lifestyle, spirituality, fandom, and witchcraft all come together to create a harmonious community of witches and weebs and everything in between. We dive into all things mystical, magical, pop culture, witchy, weeby, anything under the sun considered fun. So if you're here, thank you for joining us on our journey to enlightenment, and we hope that you have as much fun as we do.
Welcome to Fandom Friday Reacts. Hi everybody. Welcome. Oh my god, there's so many more views on these videos right now.
I know, it's so
Hi
exciting.
everybody. I do want to also say thanks for 100 subscribers. The Discord will be linked below. You know how it is. I will also be releasing a short to talk about it. I just have to edit it. I'm slow at editing. I don't know what to tell you. I'm really bad at editing. This shit pissed me off.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, to be honest, strong woman over there. Strong woman over there. Azuri and I watch an anime recommended by our community, picked by viewers, or chosen by ourselves, and we watch the entire episode here so you can watch along with us and get our live reactions. Today we are watching Witch Hat Atelier, episode 4. So make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. So that you can know when our episode 5 comes out. I do want to know, how do you guys feel about the magic system in this? How do you guys feel about strictly any magic being used on humans being strictly forbidden? I need to know what your guys' opinions on that, because I feel it lacks so much nuance. And damn, like there's no clerics, there's no nothing for here. Nothing? You want nothing?
I think that
The most useful part about magic is healing, and I'm just so flabbergasted.
this is definitely a different magic system, like obviously inspired by the real world, but it's this fantasy world.
And I mean this wholeheartedly. I'm fascinated by it. It's flabbergasted me, and I'm fascinated, and I can't wait to learn more. I need to know why they made these decisions.
I definitely do think that the no healing on people is something that is tied to necromancy, because necromancy is literally just the abundance of healing, bringing the dead back to life.
Absolutely could, because we don't know what magics are actually in this. Like, we know it. All you need to do is write sigils to do magic, but we don't know where people took that. We don't know where they ran with that, because did necromancy become a thing, or were they just assumption that all magic on humans is just a bad idea? Don't do it.
Yeah, it definitely
So they
would
lumped
have
healing
to...
magic in with that. So like, or were they in another thing that we brought up that you'll see in short form later, is the idea that maybe they didn't even, necromancy never became a thing, but they were more like, we don't want you healing bad guys. So it was more like that. Like, there's many ways that they came up with this reasoning, and I want to know why. I'm so fascinated. But anyway, that's my question for you guys. How do you feel about the magic system in this anime so far? I'm very interested to know the viewers' opinions out there. What happened last episode? Because, girl forgets.
So last week we watched Agate, who I thought was a good bean, is actually a little asshole bean, and made Coco take the apprentice test that Keyfree literally was not. So Keyfree was already gonna make her his apprentice regardless, but Agate, who has like this weird kind of like, not necessarily pretentious, but very entitled sense where you've got to prove yourself. If you can't prove yourself, then you're not meant to be a witch. So she made Coco go take the exam at the Dada range, or whatever the hell it was called, when it was the most dangerous at its peak. The Dada range, if you aren't aware, or if you just forgot, is a bunch of like sphere-shaped floating
cool
islands.
Shit.
And
I'm absolutely stealing from my D&D world. Trust.
And Coco, the challenge was the exam was basically to get to, like, I guess the peak of the range and get a flower and bring it back to Keyfree, which she did perfectly. Well, not perfectly, obviously, but she did it in the way that only
Tons
Coco
of shit
could.
went wrong.
Yeah.
But she did it.
But she did it. We were introduced to the Great Hall. We met Elira Bay, who and obviously knows about Coco. She's very curious about Coco, and she knows that Keyfree is he's taking Coco under his wing, but he's also using Coco so he can figure out how to get to the brimmed caps because Coco is his only connect to them. She wants Kiefer to go to the Great Hall, but Kiefer's got some beef with them that he hasn't explained yet, or maybe he did and we just missed it. I don't know. I have the memory of a goldfish.
So.
I have to rewatch things multiple times so I can retain the information about it. That's neither here nor there.
And just for the record, I don't think that was brought up yet. I think that's just going to be a like story event, like kind of thing.
Because I don't think they would immediately tell us why Kiefer's got beef with the Great Hall, but there's some beef with the Great Hall, and I'm so excited to see what it's about. Coco starts the test, but at some point she falls into the water. We figure out that the symbol on the shoes that was drawn to let her fly is drawn on and ink. And so when ink hits water, it smudges. So then she has to improvise. But either way, the symbol wasn't big enough to get Coco higher where she needed to go. And Agate knew that. So that little kid.
Yes, obviously, as Mia said, we found out that once she fell in the water, the shoes got wet, and that was it. They couldn't fly anymore. However, Coco, being a little smart, little crafty motherfucker, devises the new plan using her knowledge as a fabric maker, I want to say, or
definitely a weaver.
She's a weaver, probably more along lines of a weaver, to draw the same sigil on a sail to get her higher, as it was much bigger. Big sail compared to itty shoes. She didn't have her pen. However, so she used a tool that she is much more familiar, which was basically a rock.
Literally just a rock.
Was much more steady with her movements.
Familiarity.
We also found a motherfucker named Brush Buddy.
Oh, Brush Buddy.
I love him.
If y'all know where we can find a Brush Buddy plushie, please let us know because I need one so badly.
Next question for you guys in the comments. Yeah, where's the Brush Buddy plushie? I need one. I need one right now. Oh my God. Cutest shit I've ever seen ever.
Give me that Brush Buddy.
Coco in line at the same time with Kiefer, as Kiefer is yelling at Agate for what the fuck she did. Coco shows up with her little herb as she has earned it with her little sail. Oh, relax, camera. Focus.
You've been hulking out for a little bit.
I've been hulking out. I've been out of focus now. This shit is fighting me tooth and nail.
You have been. We also
at the very end of the episode find out somebody is watching Coco, and a seed has been planted because Coco has now become a witch. So I'm curious if Coco is part of a greater plan, which is kind of crazy. I'm excited to see.
I do have a question for some people in the comments. If you haven't already read the manga and you're going in blind like we are, I have this theory that Coco's mom was a witch who got her memories wiped, and somehow Coco is related to this grander scheme that these brimmed caps are going on. Do you think that there's some relation there? What are your theories?
If you motherfuckers have read the manga, shut your mouths.
Yeah, y'all stay out of this if you read the manga. This is for the people who raw dog in this anime like we are.
Yes, this is for the raw doggers, okay? Just for the record. But I'm ready to start. Are you ready to start?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get into it. Oh, fuck you.
Ooh, 4 types of magic are the most important, eh? Okay, so their magic is mostly elemental magic.
Which is air.
Okay, so I... I like that we're learning with Coco. Like, we're little apprentices, too.
Oh my God, the brush buddy. I'm gonna go. I need one so bad.
I'm so happy he let her keep it. Oh yeah, I forgot she just loves being thanked.
浮遊魔法の練習で焚き火玉の魔法を書いてたの。
炎の門は実体のない現象を適度な大きさとバランスで保たないと危険だから、取り扱いは慎重にね。
気をつけます。
多田山脈をいきなり攻略できたのに、どうして今さら浮遊魔法？ジャバビューンって飛んだんでしょ？ジャバビューンってジャバババビューン。
あの時にアガットから借りた飛び靴ダメにしちゃったんだ。ちゃんと直してから返そうと思って。あとはそこに魔法陣を書くだけなんだけど、線がどうしてもヘロヘロしちゃって。
もしかしてペンが合わなかったのかな。
Yeah, let her use a stone.
重さとか持ちやすさとか
Or some
結構
stone
相性があ
shaped.
るからな。これは僕の
Maybe she needs something heavier.
実際に自分で持ってみて選んだ
Because that rock is pretty heavy. Hefty.
Yeah, and it's
She might just
thick.
need something. She might need something heavier and thicker.
マザイ屋さん？
あらゆる魔法の道具が手に入る魔法の画材屋さん。
画材屋さん。
マザイ
An
屋さん
art
に行こう。
supply store? Oh, this is my kind of fucking.
おーい、ココ。
今噛み締めてるので少し待ってください。
Hello, brush buddy. Oh my god.
Oh my god, they're all so fucking stinking cute. I'm in love
Even
with
Agate.
this whole.
Even Agate. Agate is so
あれが
cute.
泥森の町カルン。中州にある島が
Oh yeah, she doesn't have her flying shoes, so Kiefer has to carry her. Love the detail. Look at all the witches.
That's the second melanated person I've seen. I'm kind of crazy about it.
モグラヘビから町を守るために魔法使いが建てた見張り塔からできた島なんだ。だから魔法使いたちが集まってアトリエ街になり、未だに
イ
橋も
ーフリー先
架けられていないんだよ。
生、ここ上の空。
このままココの観光に付き合ってたら時間がもったいないので、私先に行きます。
Goodbye.
お店もあるし。
帰りはマザイ屋さんに集合だよ。アガットとは
Yeah,
うま
Coco.
くやれてるかい？
Not well.
できればもっと仲良くなりたいです。
It's literally just one-sided as fuck. Agate does
Yeah.
not like Coco, and Coco's like, "You want to be friends?"
Yeah, it's one-sided hate.
I wouldn't
Coco's being
even
a
call
little
it hate.
silly.
I feel like it's like envy or jealousy.
It could be, yeah. Yeah. I like the detail that the girls are different heights too.
夢みたい。
Wah!
How creative.
What do your little eyes see over there, Coco?
I don't even know if she saw anything. I just think she might have just sensed it.
ちょっと疲れた。
ここがマザイ屋。星の剣だよ。
And I like the fact that he took her to make sure that she could pick out what she needed.
お店の真ん中に木が。
おいや、魔法使いの弟子が銀葉樹を見て驚くとはな。そんな基本的なことも知らんのか？
そう言わずに、ココはまだ弟子になって日が浅いんですよ。
おお、じゃあこの子が例の。
Damn!
She's famous.
知らんはずじゃな。いやはや、すまんかったな。
Word does get around fast. Good
So
lord.
that means that the only people that become apprentices are people that are already in the know.
この人はノルノーさん。
If you don't know, you don't become an
さ
apprentice.
よ。ここにあるマザイは全部わしと孫のタータの作品じゃ。ペンもインクも何でもござれ。まあ僕も好きな濃度で抽出できるぞい。
抽出
ココとやら見せてあげるからついてきなされ。
Well, he'll be important later. They wouldn't have shown that little thing if he wasn't going to be.
Oh, fire.
Oh. 元気な時は白銀の木じゃが、死んだ枝は黒く染まる。こいつはそのままだと木にも人にも毒なんじゃが。こうして湯に溶かした後、余分な水分を取り除けば魔法の源。
That's fucking dope. Wow.
普通の炭は木を燃やした煙からススを採取して作るものなんだけど、魔木は違う。文字通り木から血をもらって作るんだ。だから銀葉樹は魔法使いにとってとても特別な木なんだよ。
Yeah, I bet.
その通り。不思議なことに他の木からは取れんのじゃ。
すごい木なんですね。
大事な木。そうそう。古い伝説もあるんだよ。
そうじゃ。遠い昔、銀葉樹が魔法使いに恋をしたという言い伝えもあるんじゃぞ。
There's always some fucking weird shit about
I love this woman.
humans.
I love you too, Tree.
There's always some weird shit about people fucking inanimate objects or animals. In every mythology. Never fails.
Accurate mythology.
試し書き用に。これをあげよう。ぴったりの杖がきっと見つかるはずじゃて。
どういうのがいいかな。テティアは軽めのが好きだな。
どれがいいのかな。
Ah, I see. That's creepy. That's very creepy.
どうしよう。わかんない。けど、ここ一人で行ったら迷子になる。じゃあ追いかけて。
Look
Why
at
would
Brush
she,
Buddy.
like, honestly, why would she rush off by herself?
Because she's a kid.
何？アガット。どうしたの？
アガットも来て。
ちょっと。なんなの？
That motherfucker's doing this on purpose.
Absolutely.
Scooby-Doo chase.
Coco, 待ちなさい。
Magical fog. 100%.
Brush Buddy. Brush Buddy!
何してるのココ。どこへ行くつもりよ。どこっていたの。私に禁止魔法の絵本を売った人。 の魔法使いが。あれ、まったく人騒がせな。
はぐれなくてよかった。
Silver lining. At least we stayed together.
路地裏一本入っただけなのに街変わりすぎ。筆虫もいない。
そういえば景色が全然違う。壁も床もカルンにはない白い石だわ。つまりここはカルンじゃない。
そんなわけないよ。扉窓とか通ってないし、直接転移したわけでもなし。私ちょっと空から見てくるから。
テティアの言うことも一理あるかも。知らない間に体を直接転移させられたってこと。でもそういう魔法はダメなんじゃないの？
Doesn't matter.
それって
禁止魔法。やばいやばいやばいやばい。ここ絶対カルンじゃないの。早く逃げないと。
ちょっとテティア、どうしたの？テティア、落ち着きなさい。一体何を見たの？
見たっていうか見つかっちゃったっていうか。
他の子に用はなかったんだけど。
What the fuck?
ココ、ようこそ魔法の世界へ。
Who are you?
Her grandmother.
君は私たちの希望だ。
Bruh, you can't just be taking children.
僕の弟子たち見てませんか？
おや。
Because that's an old lady's voice.
飽きませんよ。この店以上に楽しいところは他にない。一日中見てられます。
よせやい、照れるわ。
Me at a metaphysical
それ
shop.
にあなたにお礼も言わずいなくなるような子たちじゃないんです。一体どこに？
俺見てたけど、なんか変な格好の魔法使いを追いかけていったぜ。確か目玉みたいな仮面の。
Oh, he saw that motherfucker too.
He knows what they are. Oh, I mean, Keyfree knows what they are, not the kid.
目をそらしちゃダメよ。ゆっくり距離を取るの。少し下がったら合図するから全力で走るのよ。そのまま。そのまま。今よ。
Ain't no way kids running out of dragon.
今のうちよ。走って。
Okay, big girl.
炎の魔紋に風をまく矢の魔法よ。
Ooh.
まさか魔炎手帳にあらかじめ書き溜めておけば、いざって時に陣を閉じるだけで魔法を使えるでしょ。すごいね。かっこいいね。あなた今の状況わかってる？分かったわ。まずいよ、こっち行き止まりだよ。他の道に。
I mean, he doesn't know you're there right now.
ドラゴンに追いつかれて食べられちゃう。死にたくない。テティアまだ世界に何の魔法も残してないのに、どうしてこんなことに。
テティア、しっかりして。私たちは魔法使いの弟子よ。魔法で何とかするの。私が壁崩し
I
の
mean,
魔
to
法
be
で
fair,
抜け穴を
Coco
作る
did
か
just
ら
run after them like an
時間を
asshole.
稼いで。
わかった。
どこに書こうかしら。
その辺がいい。書き出して。ねえアガト、ちょっと来て。
私のせいだって言ってるのが分かった。
Girl.
とりあえずそれで
I mean, it kind of is your fault.
It is.
その通りだ。
Yeah, I'm glad you agree with that.
お願い。飛んでけ。
Little smart little thinking there.
あれで少しだけ時間が稼げそう。上出来よ、テティア。ナイス。
Love her.
I love the blue. Oh, what is her fucking name?
Reach it? I don't remember.
Riche.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, Coco.
何考えてるのよ。書いてる時に触るなんて。ごめん、わざとじゃないの。わざとじゃない。そうでしょうね。母親を石に変えたのも、私たちを危機に巻き込んだのも、そんなつもりはなかったって言うんでしょ。全部あなたのせいよ、ココ。無知も無学もその自覚があるなら、もう何もしないことね。
どうする？
書き直す時間はないわ。戻って別の道を探すしか。
大丈夫。
Love her. Love her so much.
よかった。お手柄よ、リチェ。
Yeah, Riche.
Riche.
Yeah.
Ah, she's my favorite. Riche is my favorite.
Riche is also my favorite. I thought
Nice.
Tetia was your favorite.
She was, but this episode, Riche.
I love her.
テティア。
They're all my favorite. Come on, Coco. You gotta put some pep in your step, girl. Come on. Now's not the time to be lamenting.
キーフリー先生。私。
Get your ass in that hole. What? Coco. I understand, but you gotta go, girl.
キーフリー、あの子たちはおったか。
いえ、少なくとも建物の外には予想外でした。ツバーリ棒が向こうから直接接触してくるなんて。
あれがつわり。
まさかこんなところにおるとは。
奴らは古の時代の帽子や仮面で顔を隠し、禁止魔法を使う危険な連中だ。ココの存在が手がかりになると思っていたけど、まさか直接接触してくるなんて。タータ君、何か
She's
他に覚えてない
important.
かい？何でもいいんだ。
ごめんなさい。あんまり覚えてないや。
そうか。ココの連れてきた筆虫だね。あの子たちと一緒だったのかい？どこへ行ったかわか
Brush
る？
buddy. A brush buddy. I need a brush buddy so bad.
そろそろ日が暮れる。どうかみんな無事でいてくれ。
They're not safe. Be free. They're not
How
safe.
dare this cliffhanger leave us on a cliffhanger? No. Oh my god.
Of course, it's a fucking cliffhanger. Coco. Like, I feel so bad for Coco, but it is her fault.
It is absolutely okay. It's Coco's fault for sure. Was it purposely Coco's fault? No, it was all accident, but it definitely was Coco's fault. And I understand the other kids' frustration with Coco because, like, think about it. You don't know this kid from a can of paint. The only experience or the only exposure you had to them prior to meeting them is that they used forbidden magic and froze their mother. in stone. And now you're having to deal with the brimmed caps because Coco just doesn't think. Coco is very impulsive. Coco just does. And Coco's too curious for her own good, as witch apprentices naturally are. So yeah, it does make sense. But good
This
Lord.
is showing you the negativities of being too curious for your own good.
Yep, too
Because
curious and
you
too
get
impulsive.
yourself into situations where you're going to turn your friends against you because you've now gotten them in trouble that they didn't want to be in.
Yep.
And you can't just, haha, but I was just curious. That doesn't mean anything to them.
Right. Especially when Keyfree told y'all, or not even y'all, Keyfree told Coco, like, safe, careful, you know, this isn't.
Don't do anything dangerous. And what does she do? Chase after the witch that gave her the book. The biggest dangerous thing that she could have done.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, Keyfree is the only adult in the situation right now because it's 4 little girls. 4 little girls are not gonna know and understand how to talk reasonably to another little girl.
However, sometimes I think kids say what needs to be said. Unfortunately, sometimes kids be speaking truth. I can't help it. They just don't sugarcoat it like adults like want people to. Like, well, you have to beat around the bush. You don't have to. Don't weaponize the truth. Directness is not weaponizing. Just because they told you their thoughts doesn't mean it's weapons. It's like that's just what they think.
And it's obviously the only way to get through to you if you're not listening when someone's being reasonable about it. So.
And like my thing about Coco is like she really should have looked at Agate to make sure that she wasn't drawing. She does things without permission and thinking only about herself.
Yep.
And, which is fine. She's a kid. That's what kids do.
But still, at some point, she has to learn what's right and what's wrong. And yeah, we're only on episode 4, and I totally understand how development works. But still, Coco, come on. Y'all are in danger, and your first thought is to shake somebody when they're doing magic because you don't understand what's going on. She's got to learn how to have a level head.
Of course, Agate is gonna flip out.
Oh yeah, that girl
She's
has
already
been frustrated
in a
from day one.
And here's my thing, they're already in a stressful situation.
Yeah.
They have to worry about their own survival, and you're now making it as impossible as you can. Of course, Agate is gonna reach level 9 when she probably could have dealt with it in a level 5, but screaming had to happen.
Overstimulation. I bet they are overstimulated as fuck right now.
Oh my god, terrible.
And like they done went in the hole already. Shout out Riche who for finishing the sigil. And Coco is just beating around the bush. Like if you don't get your ass in that fucking hole, Coco, this is why you are in the position you are in the first place. Stop lamenting, stop thinking so hard, and just go. If you want to do impulsive shit, do the right impulsive shit. Now you want to take your time and stand there instead of rushing through the hole that
Master
they made for
Keyfree,
you.
what do I do?
Keyfree ain't here.
Run,
Go.
bitch.
Like the fuck, get in that motherfucking hole. What are you doing? Oh my god.
My guess is she's about to do something really dangerous and
It
stupid.
sounds about Coco. That sounds very, very like Coco.
But however, if she didn't do the dangerous and stupid thing, we wouldn't have a show. So
True. Very true.
Here
This
we
is why I
are,
like
so-
character flaws. Character flaws are good.
don't worry. Any kind of shit that we talk about these characters are nothing personal. Like they're characters, they're plot devices, they're fake, they're
We
2D imagery.
understand why they're doing the things we do, or they do. Don't mean we like it, but
And
we get it.
And in truth, you always need characters like Agate who are naturally confrontational. Otherwise, the story is a little bit boring. Duh. So, I enjoy her place in the story, even though I'd punk kick her to the moon. Dead ass.
I like to say, if everybody in media was a critical thinker, media would be so fucking boring. Oh my god, it would be so boring.
Yeah. Everything would be super sanitized.
Everything would have
Oh,
a good solution, and everyone is reasonable. There's no angst. There's no terror. There's no horror, no thrill. It's just
We are the ones that have to look at it through the critical lens and be like, yeah, this is the bad way to handle that. They don't have to.
nope.
They're supposed to teach us how not to handle things.
And that's why I love media.
So, I do want to know, what are your opinions of this very, one, lore? We got lore and we got action because we figured out how Conjuring Oil ink comes to be.
Oh my god,
which,
that was the coolest thing to see. I was in awe. I'm like, damn, why didn't I think of that first?
to be honest, I'm stealing that.
Why didn't I think of that
I don't have to create anything. I have to take shit and be happy with it.
And I also like that we got a little bit of lore about how their magic works, and it seems like it's elements and probably some other stuff that the brim caps do. And you can combine sigils together like Agate did for that little fire spell that she casted that had the fire rune, fire sigil, whatever they would call it, and then was encompassed by the wind one. And that was obviously wind and fire gonna make the fire bigger.
Big.
And so cool.
We do know that the brim caps have teleportation magic already. We know that for a fact. We saw it. It was in the mist. Whatever that mist did, that was teleportation magic. And so we've seen a taste of the pointed caps are elementals. They use strong elemental ties. Everything has to do with the elements. And the brimmed hats, they kind of do whatever. They do whatever they want.
The witches do have teleportation magic, that mirror that will take them to another location.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like, they don't do it physically. Like, they don't teleport human bodies like that.
Yeah, it's like, so far what I'm getting from forbidden magic, aside from you just can't use magic on people, is against their will. It seems like
everything
is going against their will.
Consent.
Yeah, brim caps don't do much with consent, if at all. So I think that's kind of what they're leaning into with the brim cap so far. Unless those motherfuckers can't summon dragons. What the fuck? Why you got a dragon?
I would hope to God they can't summon dragon. That's kind of crazy. But again, hit us in the comments with your opinions on this episode and how, did you like the silver, what are the trees called?
Silverwood tree? I don't know. It's silver something.
Silver something trees. I thought they were excellent lore building.
Love the lore. A tree fell in love with a human. And promised their blood as ink.
As somebody who researches mythology, it is so painfully accurate. So, like, I'm just like, yep, that tracks. There's always some human loving some weird object, some inanimate object, some animal. Like, look at Zeus. He fucked in every kind of creature form that you can imagine. Like,
God's just be doing shit.
As you know, hit those comments because a community that stays together, that yaps together, stays together. And remember, if you want to yap some more, you can now find us at our official Discord. Because we have hit 100 subscribers, which is now going to be linked below in every video description from now on. You can also find me at my Twitch at SpaceWitchDS if you want to watch games and get your cards read, because I do that there. Like and subscribe if you want to be part of us. If you want to be part of the witches and the weebs and the everything in betweens, and hit that notification bell to be first in line for the next Witches and Weebs video, because who doesn't want to be first in line for one of our ahead of its time videos? I know I do, I know Azuri does, and I hope you do. So remember to stay magical, stay mystical, and stay whimsical. We will see you next time. Much love.
Mwah! Bye, everybody. My shoulder hurts.